Hey float fans, and welcome back to another episode of Say Yes to the Side Quest. Today we're at Cutler Park, which is one of our group's favorite local trails to hit. It has a beautiful boardwalk through fields, a really cool tunnel with some graffiti, and one of my favorite single track loops in the area. Also, there's a small pump track in there, and whoever built it has been busy adding new ramps and features, so I'm not totally sure what we're going to find today, but whatever it is, guaranteed to be cool. Best part is, it's only 15 minutes from my house. The only downside is, if you want to get to the good stuff, you're gonna have to persevere through some tech. That being said, if you can stick it out, it will totally be worth your time. Right out of the gate here, you got to pick your poison. You can take the super techie line on the left or the super steep line on the right. Now, typically I like to defer to the right because you can go faster. But then again, some people do go both ways. So another fun thing about today's episode is I just installed my flight fins and we're testing them out. Now, this is something I have been both looking forward to and a little bit secretly dreading for a long time because let's be honest, I'm a little scared I'm going to kill myself. I tried out Jesse's flight fins and I had so much fun that I decided it's finally time to put mine on, woman up, and see what these things can do. And a nice view of the highway to the left, and a nice view of possibly a different highway to the right. But the sky is pretty. This is the hill where everybody crashes. Flight fins did not help me. Alright, the moment has come. This is the feature I came here for. I think the most important existential question that anyone can ask involving Onewheel is WWJD. What would Jesse do? The answer is Jesse would get some thick air. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Did you guys see that? Sweet tail drag. Riding with the fins is like a whole different device. Because suddenly you get to pick a different line that you maybe wouldn't have looked at before. Switching to the flight fins is definitely a learning process. The biggest challenge has been foot placement. I tend towards a much wider stance because I like the stability, and I also ride with my front foot a little further back, the toes a little further from the edge and the heel overhanging, whereas my back foot, I like to have the toes overhanging and the heel securely on the foot pad. But with the addition of the flight fins, I was getting a lot of rubbing against my ankles, and so it's kind of forced me to reconfigure how I want to position and angle my feet, which is something I'm totally still figuring out, but definitely not a deal breaker. Y'all ready for this? So that's the cool tunnel. Now for the least cool part. of this journey. Route Alley. So pro tip when dealing with routes like this, I find it works better if you can avoid hitting the roots at a 90-degree angle. If you can go sort of lateral to most of them, or at least the biggest ones, you're gonna have a better chance of staying on versus, you know, when they're packed together like this, it's just impact, 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 and eventually that's gonna rattle you off the board. This is the single track that I've been raving about. Okay, sketch fill in 3, 2, 1. So that just about does it for highlights on this side of the park, but surprise! There's a whole nother side of this park that we haven't been to yet. The question is, how hard is it to get from one side to the other? I've heard kind of hard. Oh wow. This is gorgeous. They lied. They just said it was hard so I wouldn't find this cool boardwalk. Oh shit! Okay, this actually looks like an easy fix that even I can handle. We definitely want the pointy death side facing down. Oop! I am the hammer! Yo, these fields are way nicer because they don't overlook a highway. My friends have been holding out on me. Look at this line. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Does this go back to the Cutler Park parking lot?
Yes, the one that's the old PTC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a smoother ride.
Okay, thanks so much. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm looking for.
Trail on there?
Oh yeah, smoother is better, but it can handle a lot.
Compete with that thing.
I do actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can handle this, take care.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I can see why my friends told me not to go here. There's so much single track back here. Most of it is really not made for one wheels. Good decisions. Oh hey, okay, I know where we are. So this main trail is a super nice loop to bring your friends who maybe don't know for sure if they like trails yet. It's pretty friendly for beginners and super fun to rip if you know how to go fast. and apparently has a million side quests that I never noticed before. So one nice thing about starting out on a trail like this is that it's really not techy, but to the uninitiated trail rider, parts of it look techy. And by successfully getting over those parts, it can help to build your confidence because you realize that the Onewheel is capable of so much more than you gave it credit for. Like this. Yes, you can hit rocks. Did you know that? Because as a new trail rider, I didn't know that. Okay, so this is the main parking lot. I'll drop a pin for this one as well, in case anyone wants to come check it out. Alright, the verdict is you can totally get from one side of Cutler to the other, but it really depends on how adventurous you're feeling. Definitely double black diamond in here with park features. Exhibit A, this big jump behind me that I am not going to hit. And that brings us back to our two roads diverged in a not so yellow wood. Where the heck is my fall foliage? Anyway, what is this, New England? Anyway, we're back to our intersection here. That was the crunchy way that the guy told me not to go. That was the smooth way that the guy told me was going to be better. Since we're back again, why not find out about the bumpy way? Well, I gotta say, the guy had a good point about at least the beginning of that trail, but so far I've only had to pick up and carry once, which is a lot better than the trail I took yesterday, so I might have to disagree with his well-intentioned assessment. Honestly, they both have some really nice spots that aren't that technical. They also, unfortunately, both have some really technical spots that no matter how good of a rider you are, you're just not going to get through without having to carry a couple of times. Some of these paths are just fundamentally impassable, and you're better off treating the two sides of Cutler as two separate parks. All right, folks, it's time to talk about flight fins. There was and is a part of me that says if you can't do a trick without flight fins, you can't do the trick. That being said, this product has changed my ride, and I think in a good way. I think. I love being able to get over all of these rocks and roots, even the ones I don't need to get over. I just want to get over them. Flight fins, it gives you wings. It's time to give Cutler Park a rating. And I feel very comfortable giving this place 4 stars. As you can see, there's a lot of tech in here, so if you don't like tech, then it might not feel like 4 stars for you. However, in my opinion, the tech is worth it to get to the really good stuff, and even the worst of the tech is kind of an interesting challenge. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to do all of that rad YouTube stuff, such as like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've been here, or if you want to go here, or if you never ever want to ride anywhere this technical in your life. Happy trails, everyone! I gotta stop begging Red Bull to sponsor me, because, you know, they're all like, Red Bull gives you wings and shit, but like, it doesn't. Whereas Flight Fins literally gives you wings that you can put on your Onewheel and they make you fly. So sponsor me, Flight Fins.